Say the first word that comes into your mind when you hear woman.
Vagina.
Power.
Beautiful.
Companion.
Capable.
My mother.
Say the first word that comes into your mind when you hear man.
Strong.
Strength.
Complicated, I would say.
Masculine.
Hair.
What does being a woman mean to you?
Being a woman means being feminine, and I mean that in a positive way. I feel that the differences that men and women have should be celebrated, and women shouldn't have to feel that their differences make them any less of a person than how men are seen.
Being powerful, being the head of the home, being a mother, I think that's one key role for women, not even to your own children, but to those around you.
Being a woman, like being any minority, you are reminded every single day in whatever you do that you are a woman, that you can't do a certain thing, you can't wear a certain piece of clothing, you can't go to certain places just because you are a woman.
For me, it means being strong, which I guess sounds weird because I said that men are strong, but I feel like women are a different kind of strong. I think men are physically strong, and I'll give that to them. There are some physically weak guys as well, though. But I think women are emotionally strong, and we're mentally strong as well. I know things that my mom's gone through, other women wouldn't have been able to go through, and I don't think a man could go through what my mom has been through. That's what I would say. Obviously, there's more to a woman. Like, I don't want to just define it by that, but then I'd be here for ages. So yeah.
Do you think in this country women are treated differently to men?
Yes, I do.
Not so much so than how it used to be, but there are still a few things that have to change.
Yes, I do believe there's like inequality between the genders.
In the UK, I think in the UK and in other developed countries it's more covert as opposed to overt. There is discrimination in terms of pay gap, in terms of glass ceiling. Again, there is slight discrimination in terms of clothing and stuff like that, but compared to other countries it's more covert.
Yes, definitely. I think that obviously women are going to be treated differently in different ways in different places, but even here in the UK, yes, I do feel like women are treated differently.
I would say this country is definitely much more towards like equality for women, but there's still a long way to go.
There are still evidence and statistics that show that there is still like a disparity between men and women.
Have you ever been treated differently because you are a woman, and why?
Yes, and I don't know, because I don't think I should be treated differently because I'm a woman.
Yes, all the time.
Yes, because I felt they treated me differently because they saw me as a bit more weaker and a bit more timid than compared to a man.
I can see the differences between the way my parents raised me and my brother and the way that society looks at me and my brother, even though we are effectively the same.
What do you think are the reasons why women are treated differently in third world countries?
I think it's mainly to do with lack of education.
I think it's lack of knowledge. I think there's a lot of focus on tradition, which tradition is great. I love my tradition, but I think there's some other things we need to look at as well.
It's because they believe that the males have more power, and that they believe that they shouldn't have equal rights, and that they don't belong in the same like category in that way. So it's just they treat them that they're not like equal.
The way the norms have been instilled within like individuals in the society.
A woman doesn't have to have a husband to do other things. A woman doesn't have to only look after her kids and not have a job.
You know, hierarchy, sort of archaic hierarchy, and old traditions that have that still need to be broken and brought into sort of modern day understanding of things.
I think a lot of it is like post-colonial kind of impressions.
From my experience, what I've seen, particularly from being in Africa, it's not so much that they don't sort of respect women so much, but it's more of a sort of embedded culture and identity in society that they just grow up with.
They're sort of like this mishmash of cultures, all of which have got ideas that put women in a disadvantageous position.
I think religion has been distorted and mixed with culture to give us like a bastardized creation that talks about both and talks in place of both when it really has no place in either.
The perception of gender roles, like men should be doing this, women should be doing that, and also the clear distinction that a lot of people have in those cultures of what is a man and what is a woman.
What do you think are the triggering factors as to why women get raped?
Men don't have self-control.
Confusion, misunderstanding of whether the woman consents or not.
Ignorance.
Patriarchal dominance in society, men not being taught not to rape, but women being taught how to avoid getting raped.
Bad parenting? I'm going to go with bad parenting.
A misjudgment on the side of men in society, of women's position within society, and a lack of protection and sort of group protection of those who are seemingly vulnerable.
And also I think people don't recognise things that should be classed as sexual harassment just because they're kind of normalised.
What defines you?
Oh, what defines me? Some good questions. I can't lie, the first thing that comes to me, what defines me is my accomplishments. And I guess I'm young, I can't really say that. I guess I can say I haven't really accomplished much, but at the same time I feel like I have accomplished much. I come from a single parent home, not from a great area with lots of siblings, so I guess I shouldn't have accomplished much, but I have, and I hope to continue to do so. So yeah, I think I'm defined by my accomplishments. I don't think that's the only thing that defines me. Also my religion, I believe in God, and I believe He's brought me through a lot of stuff. And yeah.
I think I'm probably defined quite a lot by my experiences and things that I've seen and things that have happened to me when I was younger.
Probably be my personality.
Truthfulness, I think. I'm going to go with truthfulness.
Yeah. I think it's more that I'm inspired by what I've seen and people that I've met to keep trying to push forward and try to change things, make things better around the world.
I would say that I am a fighter because of the characteristics that I have, being a woman, my race, but I feel that they're definitely not obstacles of the things that I want to achieve in life. I celebrate them, in fact.
Me, in one word, I'm caring. I'm open-minded, so I respect women.
I think to the outside world, maybe I'm defined by my colour, or being a woman, or what I can see, but there's a lot more to me than just what people can see. So I would like to be defined by more than just that.
What message would you give to women around the world?
Be a good parent. Just teach your kid what you don't like. Don't do this shit. Do this shit because this shit works. And slowly that will continue down the line and everything fixes itself.
Don't be afraid.
I think equality is a journey, and that hopefully in the end, in the future, everyone will be equal.
Think about what's wrong in the world, get involved in campaigning, talk to other people about what they feel the problems are, and we're only going to change a lot of these things if we work together and we build groups bigger than the individual and bigger than families.
I'm a strong believer in meritocratic sort of rewards, so if you can do something and you believe you can, go out and show the world you can.
No matter where you are in the world, change can happen for you at any time. So.
And I feel like time heals a lot of wounds, so it does help.
I would say to women around the world that regardless of who you are, your race, gender, religion, that you can be anything that you want to be.
Keep doing what you're doing. You're all beautiful. Yeah.
Certain cultural norms that you don't agree with, you should try and stand out from it.
probably keep fighting for equality.
You are a strong, beautiful, intelligent person and work with what you have to do the best you can.
Anybody can be your sister. It doesn't, you don't only have to have biological sisters. I know I definitely have some sisters that are not my biological sisters, but they're my sisters.
If you could change one thing in the world, what would it be?
I would like men and women to be to have equality, true equality, everywhere in the world.
Inequality.
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 Between genders, between classes, between races.
The closing of the gap in terms of equality.
If I could change one thing in the world, it'd probably be to get rid of the barriers that stop people and the glass ceilings from achieving what they're actually capable of doing.
I think it's definitely harder for women to be put on an equal pedestal, and I think that, yeah, that needs to change.
We're all, even though we're born uniquely, we're all the same people, we're all one race, so we have to look after each other.
Again, there's so many different groups that they try to put us in, and it hinders our opportunities, so that would be the main thing that I'd like to change.
Do you know what is happening on the 8th of March?
International Women's Day?
It's the time to celebrate how far women have come so far.
Yes, it is International Women's Day.
I founded Surrey International Women's Society 3 years ago with the intention of raising awareness for the mistreatment of women all around the world.
All around the world, women are facing all sorts of issues, from FGM to acid attacks and forced marriages. Our aim is to reach out to students at the University of Surrey and make them aware that these things are real and that these things are happening.
We're a non-profit charity organisation here at Surrey. The money that we raise from our events and fundraising goes towards the sponsorship of women and young girls all around the world to provide them with education, healthcare and the provisions that they need to change their life, not just for a day but for their lifetime.
We created this documentary to show the views and opinions of students here at University of Surrey in honour of International Women's Day on the 8th of March.
This year's theme is Pledging for Parity, where we believe that everyone, men and women, can pledge to take a concrete step to achieve gender equality.
What better gift than allowing a little girl out there, or a grown woman, to dream of a better future and to know that there are people out there that are thinking about her.
Let's open up our hearts and give a little to a cause that's worth it. One woman's courage can start a revolution.
What would you be celebrating this 8th of March?
The 8th of March.
No. Wait, no, the division's coming out.
Can I start again? Yeah. Okay.
Starting it. Question again, say.
I feel like I should know. The date rings a bell, and I'm sorry that I've forgotten.
Wait, I have to breathe, relax, chill, think about it. Are there like 15 questions?
No, I'm going to answer. There's not that many for men.
So. Alright, so let me think about it. What was the question again?
What do you think?
I founded Surrey International Women's...
Yeah, I would definitely say... wait, repeat the question? Thought about my mum when it took me off.
What defines you?
Oh my god, it's like an interview question. What defines me? Fuck.
Yeah, no, it's gone.
No, that didn't make sense, did it? Okay.
We created this documentary to show the views and opinions of the fuck. Okay.
Why did you laugh?
I'm done! I don't know what else to do!
Yeah. Let's get excited, people. I'm so sorry.
That's good.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go get Chinese.